Hey, I wanted to take some time to respond to this a little bit more because I think this illustrates a good point. You're right, it can get very, very frustrating when you have to go up against people who are way outclassing you in any competitive game. The problem is that playing field never really changes. There's always going to be people better than you, and there's always going to be people worse than you. Even when fighting games were new, even when Street Fighter II was the game to play, there were still the Daigo Umaharas of the world. And anyone trying to get into the hobby still had to learn, even though these better players existed. And that meant a couple things. First of all, it meant making the best of a bad situation. It meant trying to figure out how to learn concepts even when someone was much better than you. For example, when I go up against someone who's much better than me, I'll focus on just trying to counter one of their moves that they keep hitting me with, or trying to land one combo or one mix-up, and as long as I could focus on that, I'm still learning something, even if my ass is getting beat. You can also find different ways to practice. There's always training mode, there's always practicing with friends who can help you go through drills. There's the AI when it comes to trying to hit basic combos. There's a lot of tools. And so one important life lesson that fighting games taught me is that it's not worthless to try and get into something new just because someone's better than you. In fact, the people who are better than you can be a resource. One of the things that I honestly suggest any new fighting game player do is ask the people who beat them what they're doing. I feel like I got better at fighting games really quick because anytime I got frustrated, I would stop, turn to my opponent, and ask, what am I doing wrong, what are you doing right, and how do I beat what you're doing? And just like that, I learned something. I'm not going to be able to do it 100% of the time, but I finally know what's going on. I'm not stuck in my head. I'm not blaming myself. I'm not getting frustrated. I have someone explain to me what's going on. So second big life lesson, it's okay to ask for help. Fighting games taught me that too. I guess the third big life lesson that fighting games taught me was that it's not all about winning. It's never all about winning. If you can find fun in getting your ass beat, if you could have fun, genuine fun, losing all the time, you are going to get good very quickly. And life doesn't always work out. Life is filled with a lot of little failures, sometimes massive failures, big setbacks. And if you could learn to still have fun and still have a positive outlook, even though there are those big setbacks, that's going to help you a lot. This is coming from someone with anxiety and depression. I know it's difficult, but it's a good life lesson to learn. Thanks, fighting games. You made my life better.